So I'm Carmel, and this is your daily download. Go to www.beingandbecoming.life to find out more about how I can help you. What I've been feeling a lot this week, for the past, well, especially this week, I've been feeling a lot lately, is how important it is to know that my body is a tuning fork, that my body knows exactly where I'm at and what I need and whether the step that I'm taking is the right step for me or not. And when I sign myself up for something, say yes for something, say no to something, create something, put something out there, invite people to something, whatever it might be that causes anxiety inside of this tuning fork of a body, causes fractiousness, some kind of friction. It puts the resonance of harmonics off into a vibratory feeling or experience that doesn't resonate with me or doesn't feel uplifting, expansive, good and right for me. Then I know that I've got to backtrack a minute. I've got to just take a step or two back so I can reassess. And it might mean changing my mind about something. It might mean pulling something offline. It might mean uninviting people to something. It might mean saying no, or saying, you know what, I said yes to this and I kind of wish I'd said no, so can I have a redo? Kind of need a redo on that one. Or I said no and damn, I was operating out of fear when I said no to that one. I really want to say yes. Can we do a redo on that one? You know, you're worth a redo. Life is worth a redo, right? The thing is that the thing that we get tripped up on is that knowing is the easy part. Knowing what's true for you, knowing what to do next, knowing the move you want to make, knowing whether to say yes or no, or knowing what you want to say or do in any given moment, that's the easy part. The hard part is acting on it. The hard part is trusting it and acting on it. But you know exactly what you want to do and how to do it and where to do it. You might not know how to do it. And actually you might not know where to do it, but you know what you want to do. And when you trust with the clarity that you've got from the tuning fork that is your body, what you want to do, when you know whether you want to say yes or want to say no, whatever, it just takes something as simple as that. Do you want to go out on Saturday night? Yeah, I'd love to go out. Closer it gets to Saturday night. Getting anxious, not feeling it. No, actually not. It's not feeling right. No, don't want to go out. You know? Then you retract it. You change it. But it's acting on it. And sometimes you won't know until you sort of retract it or rearrange it what actually happened. Why you're actually changing your mind. But once you put it out there that you're changing your mind, you're saying no, the anxiety will fall away if it was the right thing. Because what you're really doing is saying yes to you. No always gets you to the yes that you really want. And sometimes yes gets you to the no you really want. You've just got to be careful if you're staying in alignment with yourself the whole way. Because we've lost, I believe, many of us have lost our true north. We've lost our inner homing beacon that centers and orients us toward what we know is true, what we know is our path to take. Because you came here with a blueprint. You came here with a plan, a master fucking plan. You know why you're here at some level. You know why you're here. But through what's going on in the fucking world, you've been reprogrammed into someone who's a little more or a lot more dull and off center. You're not aligned to your inner healing ability. You're not aligned with your source connection. You're not plugged in to what you're really here to do, or how you're really here to do it, or why you're really here to do it. You've got to get plugged into one of those things in order to feel the next step to take. And you don't feel the next step to take until you're really embodied with the tuning fork that is your body, and you feel into it, and you sort of use your body literally as a tuning fork, and you go, if I take this timeline path, how does that feel? Ooh, that feels a little sticky. What if I take this one? Oh my God, that's heavy, that's anxiety, that's stressful, that's foreboding. No, not that one. What about this one? Oh, that feels a bit lighter. oh, I don't think I've got it in me to do that, up in the head, right? But then in the body, you're like, it feels a bit more expansive. It feels exciting and uplifting. Yeah, but you've never done that before, or that person said you can't do it, or you shouldn't get paid for doing that. Feels really good. Yeah, but what you should really do is go and do this one, because that makes more sense. You've got A plus B equals, let's say it equals C, maybe it equals D, and or 1 plus 2 equals 3, maybe that's easier. And I can see a money trail with that one. That makes a far more practical, logical sense. I should do that one. If you hear should, you're hearing a belief that's flying around inside you that's being programmed to tell you that you should do something a certain way. But if it feels in your body that it's contracting you, that it's feeling heavy, that it's feeling not in alignment, it doesn't feel like this other one. That doesn't really maybe make so much sense on a logical level. But it's like, your body's a tuning fork. And if you just trust the next step, if you take the one that feels more expansive, more aligned, and if you just follow that path, you'll start to trust inside that expansive feeling that says, I know why I'm taking this step now. And if you follow down this path, the same thing will happen. You go, oh, I know I didn't want to take this path. That's when hindsight becomes brilliant, and we've got this whole idea that, oh, hindsight will teach you. Hindsight can be a good teacher. Well, fuck hindsight. I want foresight. You've got foresight. It's in your body. It knows. Your body knows exactly what step to make next. You've just got to tune into your body. And then you know if you want to go down and do that thing, or if you want to stand up and say that thing, or I know when I'm speaking if I'm getting off track, because my body starts to contract inside me and I start to not feel right, and I start to dither and dother around and go, fuck, how do I turn this around? How do I get back on track? You stop, you breathe, you drop into your body, and you feel what's present. And it might be angry, it might be mad as hell. That's okay, it's information. And so that's what I'm all about, is finding out what information's in your body, what frequency is resonating in the harmonics of the tuning fork of your body. And when you can tune into that and clock into what's aligning you to your true north, that's where the rubber hits the road, baby. That's when you just start to fly through life. And you don't need to understand what the money plan is. You don't need to understand what the next step is before it comes, because you feel it as you're about to take it. And if you're at a loss of what step to take, you stop, you feel in, and you do nothing until you do know. And then you do the next step. I didn't know what to do today, and so I stacked firewood. Yep. I didn't know what to do, and then I did it, and here I am. One thing leads to another. You just got to trust that it'll happen if it's meant to happen. And you know the difference between the part of you that's just procrastinating and kind of butting up against a wall of resistance. Take the next step. That's what this is about. It's trusting the next step, stepping into alignment with what's true for you and aligning with your true north. And that's what my containers are all about that I hold. Whether you're doing a tarot reading or a conscious conversation, or you're using one to springboard back and forth between the others. We use the tarot readings as a tuning fork, or a tuning in to your tuning fork, so you can sort of see what's prevalent right now. What should I focus on right now? It's not necessarily a divination tool to see what your future is. It's like, what is the foresight technology that is inside of you that's alive at this time? How do we switch that on and let's get going? What do we got to do? Because you, my love, are who you've been waiting for. No one else is going to save you. No one outside of you is going to save you. You are the one you've been waiting for, and you are the one that's going to get you back on track. Nobody else, only you. Your frequency, your resonance, your harmonics, your vibration, your tuning fork. That's what you've got to tune into. It knows exactly where your true north is. Okay, I'm done. www.beingandbecoming.life. I love you. You've got this. Let's get together.